Hey, what's up guys? Koolaid here. Welcome to another episode of Killing Time with Koolaid. And I do have a couple topics, dirty bomb topics I want to talk about today. If you are unfamiliar with this series, basically it's me talking about whatever I want. Mostly game related, sometimes some non-game related stuff, sometimes some channel updates. And I usually answer some subscriber questions as well, but I don't have any today, so I'm not going to do that part. Now, if you do have questions that you want to submit to me, just submit them via private message on YouTube or leave them in the comment section. Previously I didn't want them in the comment section, but since the private message system on YouTube sucks so much, the comment section will be perfectly fine. But anyways, what I want to talk about today, first off, is Phoenix. Lately, I guess just the last week or two, because Phoenix has been on the free rotation, I've noticed this a lot. But basically, Phoenix is the most frustrating healer to have on your team. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these Phoenixes that I've been playing with are below rank 10. They might not know the game that well. I kind of look at rank 10s and higher as having plenty of experience. There are good players that are below rank 10, but that's kind of just how I look at it in general. But I've been seeing a lot of Phoenixes that just absolutely refuse to heal. Now, again, some of that might be inexperience. Some of it, however, I think is the nature of the class. And I actually said this, if you watched my All About Phoenix video, I said to be selfish with your heals, because a full heal of, where you're actually healing 80 does come with a, 12-second cooldown. And that's if you let go of it right away. So you can't spam your heals. Now, I also said, I believe I said, and if I didn't, I should have, when I said be selfish, I didn't mean on players that are at like 5 health. I mean, if somebody comes up to you at 5 health, you should toss them a heal. Now, if somebody comes up to you and wants to heal and they're, at 80 health and you feel like you should save it, then go ahead and save it. That's perfectly fine. But what I've been running into is a lot of Phoenixes that will simply not heal. And I should have saved some footage of this because this has been happening a lot. But one particular instance, I was actually fighting in Chapel. We were near the end of the EV escort. Me and 2 other Phoenixes were in that little side room, right where that last enemy turret, not the last enemy turret, but one of those enemy turrets is. And I kept running out. The Phoenixes were kind of behind me. We were both kind of, or all 3 of us were kind of shooting at the same enemies. I would, take some damage, maybe get a kill, come back in, try to get a heal. Would never get a heal. I'd wait until I got about 60, 70 health, built back up, run out, maybe get another kill, sneak back in, try to get a heal, and they were just refusing to toss me a heal whatsoever. They weren't healing themselves either. Basically, they would wait till one would die and they'd revive. They revived me a couple times as well. They definitely did that, but they would never heal. And it's getting really frustrating because most of the healers that I see right now are Phoenixes, and it's a lot of players are playing Phoenix, and that is because of the free rotation, of course. But I think it just has to do with the nature of the class. It's very annoying. And I'm very healer friendly. I'm very medic friendly. If I see a medic, if I'm at low health, I'll run towards my medic. I'll let him know. I'll kind of get in front of him so he knows that I'm low on health, and I'll hold still so he can direct hit me with something. And even that goes for Phoenixes as well. I'll hold still so I don't get out of the range. He doesn't have to run around and chase me. That's just a good tip for anybody. If you need a heal, find your medic and stand still. If you can, of course. If you're being shot at, it's a different story. But find your medic and let them direct hit you with a med pack so they're not chasing you around. It's actually really annoying if you're trying to heal somebody and they just won't stop. I get to the point where I'm just like, fine, don't take my med pack, run away and die. I really don't care at this point. But just something I wanted to get off my chest. If you're playing Phoenix, if somebody runs up to you that's at 5 health, toss them a heal. Do the nice thing. Don't be that selfish, even though I said to be a little selfish in my All About Phoenix video. But just help your team out. It'll help you in the long run, I guess you could say. So let me know how you feel about that. Let me know if you've been experiencing any of the same. But the next thing I want to talk about is Fletcher. More specifically, is Fletcher overpowered? Is he too good? Because as most of you guys probably know, Fletcher is kind of my go-to merc. And I've been getting a lot of rage from other players for playing him. I've been called bad. I've been called a noob for playing him. Things like that. And it's funny because if you ask people about Fletcher. And actually, before I get to that, I want to talk about a little bit of the skill range between certain mercs, because this is going to directly play into my opinions on Fletcher and if he's too strong. So you take a merc like Skyhammer or Fragger, just use them as an example. They're pretty easy mercs to just pick up and play. If you've ever played an FPS in the past, you can jump on Skyhammer or Fragger and you won't have to learn anything really. Neither one of them relies on mobility to stay alive. They both have good health pools. They both have good weaponry as well, some of the best weapons in the game. So they're really easy mercs to play. Now, if you compare them to a merc like Vasily, Vasily not everybody can pick up and do well with. At the same time, you can see Vasilis that are absolutely dominating lobbies. It's a higher skill-based class. Sparks is another one. Now, Sparks can also be helpful to her team just simply by reviving, but if you're going for kills using the reviver gun, there is quite a bit of skill there compared to a lot of the other mercs. So the reason I bring this up is because figuring out where Fletcher falls on the skill ladder will help me explain why I do think he needs to be toned down a little. So Fletcher wants to be a high skill merc. He has the advantages of a Sparks or Vasily, such as one-shotting other mercs. However, unlike those mercs, he doesn't require great accuracy to do so. You don't actually have to stick people to do max damage. You know, many times I've missed on running targets just to detonate at their feet and still get the kill, or, you know, detonate on a wall behind a target and get the kill. They just don't require enough accuracy for how much damage they do and for how spammable they actually are. So my solution is simple. Leave the stick damage as is. Even though you don't have to be sniper accurate to land stickies, you still have to put yourself in harm's way most of the time, whereas a Vasily, you can, you know, snipe from pretty far distance, and you're not always putting yourself in the crossfire or anything like that. I would, however, tone down the blast damage. Instead of being able to do 100 damage with a non-stick, I'd reduce it to a max of 50. Now, 50 if you are in the inner half of the blast radius, and 25 if you're in the outer half of the blast radius. Simple as that. I think this small change would make Fletcher a little bit more skill-based while still keeping Fletcher as fun as he is. You know, we're not reducing the amount that he can actually throw grenades. We're not reducing how fast they recharge, anything like that. We're leaving that alone. We're just reducing the blast damage a little bit. And, you know, maybe I'm way off base here. Maybe you think Fletcher is fine as is, or maybe you think this wouldn't be enough. But I think something along these lines would be perfect. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. I'm itching to hear some more opinions on this. And no matter what, I'll continue to play Fletcher just because he's too much fun not to play. But that is all I have. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Move.